Hello guys, welcome to Pick a Stick. If you didn't watch the previous video, so welcome. I'll take you through the basics of drumming, like if you self-taught or just want a different angle, then I'm here for you to guide you through the stuff that is essential to your drumming, so you won't miss on anything important. So stick with me. Today we're gonna talk about grip, different kinds of grips, why does it matter, uh, traditional grip, matched grip, German grip, American grip, French grip. What the hell is that? What are the differences, if even? And what should you use? And after that, we're gonna talk a little bit about dynamics. What is dynamics? How to apply to drums? How to simplify it for beginners that don't come from a classical world? And why is it so important, right, to drums in particular and to music in general? After that, I'm gonna give you a few exercises to practice your dynamics so it won't feel weird, and also practice your grip, like get comfortable holding your stick, get comfortable using it right. So later, when you build up with different rudiments and you start applying them to drums, you'll have fluidity, right, with your drumming. It won't feel stiff. It will sound open, it will feel open. It won't take too much energy from you. So let's go. So people talk about different fulcrums. I use the first one most of the time, between the thumb and the first finger. Rest of the fingers, I grip the stick gently so I can pull it with my hands easily, right? Without tightness. Just put it there gently. Now about the position of the wrist. You don't want to bend it in a weird way so you won't injure yourself. Keep it straight and natural, alright? Straight and natural. Without tension, just put the stick between your fingers gently, like this. Like match the grip, it's the same for both hands, right? Up and down movement, like you're waving hello. And if you're relaxed, you'll get a lot of rebound, right? Now, as per traditional grip, it's going to be a little different. The movement is not going to be up and down, it's going to be to the side. Like right hand is up and down, and the left hand is going to spin like this, right? Still holding a stick between the thumb and the first finger, like this. Relaxed and open. We'll talk about the fingers in a bit. Now, as per kinds of grips, like French grip, which is thumb on the top, American grip, which is kind of in between, and German grip, which is a different angle, they work mechanically the same, so it's basically doesn't matter what you get used to. Some people find comfort in different ways. Now, about finger work. Fingers, they give me speed. They have tiny quick movements and they give me tons of speed. Let's say I want to play fast single strokes on my snare or on my hi-hat, I can do that bouncing the stick with my fingers alone, right? Holding the stick in my fulcrum and bouncing with the rest of the fingers. Now, it doesn't have the same control that the wrist movement has, like this. So the combination is the key. More control versus more speed in my single strokes. Now, as for dynamics, we can simplify it and divide it into three kinds of strokes. Full stroke, which is more volume, half stroke, which is medium, and tap, which is very low. Now I can combine all of those together and I will have a lot to work with. Let's say I play a snare piece. I'm using only those three dynamics and everything is more interesting. It can sound really cool already, right? If you get into classical music, right, classical snare playing, music in general, there are a lot of terms, a lot of dynamics, but these three strokes pretty much cover everything that you need to use on a regular basis. It will be more accurate to say that if you control those three dynamics, everything in between will come together. So unless you get a classical piece that says, I don't know, from pianissimo to fortissimo, this is enough to know. This is everything you need. As for the exercises, we need to practice those free dynamics, and we need to practice them with control. All right, I want to make sure that I can control the stick. I can control when I do the stroke and from which height, right? So I'm really stopping in between. As you see, I can practice it in one way, which is each hand doing each dynamic. That's the first exercise, right? Full strokes, half strokes, and taps. Now the second exercise that I'm going to do after that will be to do the free dynamics with one hand, one after the other, all the three, full stroke, half stroke, tap, and then switch. Full stroke, half stroke, tap. They seem similar, but it's really not the same. If you try them, you'll see that it's different kind of control of the dynamics. And if I practice both those exercises, it will really help my control. Now, next exercise is practicing single strokes and double strokes on each dynamic, right? I'll do a few single strokes on full stroke, and then a half stroke, and then on taps. And I'll do the same with the double strokes. Full stroke, half stroke, tap. I'll raise the speed after a while when I feel that I got more control. But take your time until you feel comfortable and then raise the speed. Well, we talked about grip, we talked about dynamics, we gave you some exercises that you could practice at home. I recommend at least a few minutes a day. Like if you don't have time, everyone's got a few minutes a day. Everyone's got 10 minutes a day to practice gripping the stick, to practice using rebound. You got this time. There's no way you can't find it, and you need a practice pad to do this, which means it's not loud, and which means it's small, right? It doesn't take a lot of space. You can take it with you places if you go to a trip or anything like that. Just put it in your bag. That's the magic of the practice pad. It took me through. I took it all over the world. I got a few practice pads, some of them bigger, some of them smaller. That's for another episode, but I always had a practice pad and a pair of sticks with me all over the world. I'm not kidding you. Hopefully it was helpful to you. If it was, please appreciate if you like and subscribe, because it means the world to me, and it's gonna help me create more content in the future. And leave a comment if you need any help. Leave a comment just if you want to tell me how helpful it was, and leave a comment if you want to tell me that it didn't do any good for you. Everything helped me create a better content. So good luck with the exercises, and see you next time.